Deontay, great to see you.
Nice
Let
to
me
see
ask
you.
you this, right? When you got into boxing, you wanted to help your daughter. You wanted to make money to help your daughter. When you then started winning, you wanted to become a world champion, you done it. 10 defences, great knockout record, you'll go down in history. You've done so much. So what's left to do?
I mean, well, while I'm still here, we still got titles to regain. You relive that moment all over again. I think every fighter that's a fighter wants to be a champion, and wants to continue to be a champion. Or I don't think we would be in it. But then there are some fighters just in it for the money. And if you're in it just for the money, you won't last too long, Because if you know anything about money, it comes and goes. It don't bring happiness and it doesn't bring peace, only temporarily, And for me, establishing myself, getting back to the titles, obtaining those things, I still want to be undisputed champion, Those are my goals right now. Life is good. I have things everything that I want. My kids are well off. They're doing way better than I have ever imagined to do in life, and I'm very proud of that moment that I'm able to provide for all 7 of them. And it's a beautiful thing. But I'm still on a mission while I'm here. It's not always just about the money. It's about attaining the titles again, and ending myself with the titles, and then I can sail off into the sunset.
So that right now is your why. Because you have different whys, I guess, at different points in your career. Your why right now is to become the undisputed champion.
Most definitely. And I want to add to that list of undisputed champions as I leave this business. This is not forever, as we know that age is a big factor to life. And it plays a big part. But it also, it's also about how you feel and how you take care of your body as well, because we've seen many fighters go up to even 50 and still fight. Look at Bernard Hopkins, you know what I mean? But that's not for everyone, And I don't know where I would end at in life as far as boxing is concerned, but I know I don't want to do it forever. I'm so talented in so many other areas in life that I just can't spread or put my eggs in one basket in boxing. Fighting is not all I know how to do. You hear many fighters say, "This is all I know how to do," and I hate to hear it from them from my heart, because if this is all you know how to do, then life is you have an expiration date in life, and for sure you have an expiration date as a fighter. And if this is all you know how to do, I hope they're saving. And I hope that they're doing big investments, because money comes, but it goes it goes faster than it comes. So I'm looking for greatness. I always tell people we all have greatness in us, for greatness is only determined by service.
You mentioned there the expiration date in life. I've been watching plenty of your interviews, your videos that you put up on Instagram as well, and it seems to be a constant theme that you will bring up, the inevitable, it follows us, death is coming for all of us. Why is that on your mind so much?
It's really not on my mind. I'm a realist, and I understand life. See, the number that we can say to people, I'm this, I'm 38, this is only describing how long my vessel has been on this earth. It doesn't explain how you feel, because if we went about life how we felt, all of us probably, I wouldn't say that. Some of us feel old and that number is young. But, I feel well alive, and I like talking about life and death situations, because death is one of the things that we don't want to talk about. We shy away from it, because nobody wants to die, because they feel like they're going to miss out on something in this place that we call Earth. I'm a realist, and I talk about death and things because, one, I'm not afraid of death. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what the afterlife is all about. And sometimes I feel like sometimes Earth feel like it's not the place for me. Maybe I'm an alien. I don't know. But I always want to seek life somewhere else and see what it's like. And I keep people on their toes. I talk about the death, and especially putting on social media to let people know, hey, it's coming. So what are you doing right now? What are you doing in your life right now? You don't want to be one of those people that have not done anything. And when you die, nobody's going to remember you. Some people would be happy when you die because you have done nothing. Some people are just a menace. And that's more motivation to let people know the inevitable follows us every day. Please do something. Like I said, we all have greatness in us, for greatness is only determined by service. So apply your service each and every day. Be great each and every day. Don't worry about what he's doing or what she's doing. Don't worry about who's cheating on who and all these different topics. So everything that human beings worry about, we waste time here on earth. We don't have enough time to worry about what Paul and Jane is doing with each other or this and this. Focus on yourself. If we spend half the time on ourselves and half of the time staying out of other folks' business, we have a lot of time to focus on self to get things out of there, And another reason of that is just motivating people to understand, life is beautiful. It's a beautiful place to be while you're here. So enjoy it. Do something with it. It's precious. It's a blessing every day that we wake up and we put our feet on solid ground. I think people don't appreciate life. We take it for granted. We think that because we wake up automatically like that, this is, I got life, I'm young, I'm supposed to wake up. I'm supposed to do things, but no, nothing is promised. We're on borrowed time. You understand me?
I agree with you. I agree with a lot of what you said as well, and I think it's quite motivating actually hearing you speak like that. So it's great to hear. Look, we know you're here. We know you're alive. Is the Bronze Bomber alive?
He's well alive. And Saturday will prove that he's well alive, and he's back. The fire has been relit, inside of me. And I'm ready to prove that come Saturday night. This is something that I love to do. I fell out of love with it at one point in time, but I'm back in love with it again. And like I said, I can say all I want right now, but when it comes for that fight, that's gonna be the real tester. That's really gonna measure if what I say is to be true. I've been working very hard. Ever since the last one, I've been working extremely hard, nonstop. I got back into becoming a gym rat. I got back into the method of making this a job again. Because once you get to a certain success, it just become a thing that you do. You have to fight, then you start getting to the point where you're a gym rat, then gym rat slows down into a janitor, you know what I'm saying? And the janitor slows down to a retired teacher, and you just go when you need to be either teaching or you become the student to still learn, and I went back to being a student of the game,
There's a school of thinking that says once a fighter loses their flame, they can't get it back. What would you say to that?
I don't believe in that. It's a lot of sayings that I don't believe in, just like you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I don't believe that either. And if one believe that, anyone in this room believe you can't teach an old dog new trick, you just as good as dead, because in this world, in life, it's all about learning. I think we're gonna learn to the day we die. And if your sponge in your brain can't soak up information no more, you're just as good as dead. So how you can't teach an old dog new tricks? How can you not continue to learn things? As we grow and as you've seen in this world, right before your eyes, things have changed. We just have to learn. We learn from each other. And I think one of the things that makes the world so complicated and build a lot of chaos between races is that we don't understand each other. We don't learn from each other. Every culture is different. And if we can learn from each other, we can become one race. And that's the human race. Once you stop learning, then what are you? You're just a sitting rock. You're just a rock in a hard spot. You're just waiting to die. You're living to die.
Well, tell me what you've learnt about Zhilei Zhang. You've been around him a little bit. You've had a face-off. There was a round table with Steve Bunce, Hrgovic, Dubois, Frank and Eddie there. What have you learnt about Zhilei Zhang in your time around him?
I mean, just been around him. He seemed like a calm, collective guy. You know what I mean? I can't really get his personality because we can't understand each other due to the language barrier, you know, of things. But to be amongst him, he seemed like real calm, real collected. Maybe because of the age of things. As you get older, especially with men, as we get older, we get more mature. Life becomes a little bit more easier because we're not that young person that's so so fired up and, you know, ready to go. We get more relaxed, you know. And he seemed like a pretty cool guy. He seemed like a guy I would hang out with outside of boxing. You know, he's one of those type of guys, and I like his fighting style as well. I really like him. I really respect him.
Big challenge though. It's
a big challenge. And I like these challenges. You know, I like these testers to see where I am. You know, that's why when the fight came about, I felt like it was a great opportunity and a great opponent to see where I am. But at the same time, I also feel like I've already fought the best southpaw in the world, and that's Luis Ortiz, you know, which is a fighter that still can't get a fight to this day, you know. So, you know, Zane brings a different thing. The only thing that's different between Zane and Luis is Zane is a little bit bigger than him, you know. And it's a good tester for him. I think this is a good tester for me, and it's a good tester for him as well to see who goes on, you know.
He said it's Chinese power versus Alabama power.
That's it. I like that as well, you know. So there's going to be a lot of power going on in this house, in the arena when the time comes. So, you know, we ain't got to worry about the lights going out.
How much do you want to win for Eddie Hearn?
I ain't winning for Eddie Hearn. I'm winning for myself. I'm winning for my people, my children. I'm waiting for my legacy.
You're his captain. He chose you as his guy.
Most definitely, but it's not for him. You know what I mean? This is, even in boxing is not a team sport. You know what I mean? You know, it's an individual business. At the end of the day, he can't get in the ring and give me and call time out. He can't get in there and substitute me out. You know, so when I get up in there, it's just me, myself, and I. You know, but as a build around the things, you know, as a whole, as a group of things, you know, I'm winning for the team, not just for him, but the whole team. We can collect together, and the five we can go undefeated as five individuals to win and come together as a team and say, hey, we blew all the guys out of the water. But at the end of the day, when I win, I win for the people that I'm doing it for. And when I lose by myself. That's the thing about this business.
When you win, if you lose, yeah.
When you win, everybody's happy. You're winning for everybody else. But when you lose by yourself. It's you know, there's just a part of the business. So, you know, but I'm excited to be a part of the 5-on-5. I'm excited to be the captain of the team. And I'm excited to be working with Eddie. You know, we done had a lot of collisions, head bumping together, you know what I mean? But, you know, time brings about a change. And we'll see from here what changes after this.
Yes, we will. Look, best of luck to you, Deontay.
Thank you so much. Listen.